Blade Strong, hello. Boros, hello. Grats on the kill, thank you. Tier, hello. How's it going? 1 second. I gotta get Notepad open. There we go. The plan. Okay, first, get level 34. 2, get 10 gold. Respec daggers. Ambush. Sub. It's subtlety. Go to shimmering flats. Grind to 40. This is the plan. The problem here is respec cost doesn't go down after not respecking for a long time. Apparently, it only goes up. I left this character a long time ago, like when Icecrown Citadel PTR started coming out. I didn't do very much more hardcore. And I thought my respec cost would be lower by now, because it's over a month later. Surely, the respec cost would have gone down. Well, nope, it's still 10 gold. Shit. So I logged into this character after stream last night because I was trying to like figure out what was going on. You know, where I was at. Nismo, wow, hello. How's it going? Apple Island says, hi Simon, grats on the kill. Respec costs don't go down below 10 gold. Damn, bro. Dude, it's only gone up. I haven't ever had it be more than 10 gold. Anyways, I don't know. We respect this character to combat when I could unlock Blade Flurry, and I was about to do Nomergon. I thought that was a good idea, and then I went to try to, like, do mob grinding and questing and stuff, and I realized that combat actually sucks. And I've been playing Rogue Grung the whole time, and we just need to do ambush subtlety spec. But now, see, what happened is I logged into this character, I looked on the auction house, I bought myself a Ziggler for 10 gold, and then I bought myself this for 60 silver, this for 1 gold, this for another 60 odd silver. And then I bought a first aid book for 1 gold 40. And I was like, surely my respec cost will be very low by now, right? Wrong. I thought I would have enough gold to respec right away. Novalox says, now that you are quitting Wrath forever, are you just a hardcore Andy? Well, whatever, we'll see. Simon, I'm gonna use this AMA to ask you an extremely important question. Okay, good. That's what I wanted. I wanted a lot of extremely important questions while grinding in hardcore, okay? Go here. Without looking, do you actually know how many hats you own? Okay, I'm gonna maintain eye contact, okay? So you know I'm not looking over there at my hats. I'm not looking over there. The cabinet doors over there are closed. Okay, so there's the regulars on stream. There's the kufi, the fedora, the red pom-pom hat, the top hat, the kangaroo leather hat, the cowboy hat, the newsboy cap I'm wearing right now, the fireman's hat, the Dobby, aka the Dobbs, that's 9, There's the, let's see, are there any more stream regulars? I'm very much resisting the urge to look over at the section where I have all the stream regular hats. There's the skull cap that has the dragon on it. We're up to 10. I think that's all the stream regulars. Then we have the motorcycle helmet. We have the metal soldier helmet with the pointy top and the neck guard. There's the beach straw hat. There's the 2 fedoras that don't fit me that you guys have, like, almost never seen. We're up to 15. Oh, there's the green skull cap from Washington University, 16. I can think of 16, but I feel like I'm forgetting some. Oh my god, I forgot one of the best ones! Forgot this one. 17. At least. The no hat? Nah. Oh wait, there's also, I actually don't know where it is, but I can't imagine I ever threw this away. I have a baseball cap that my mother made for me. She took a baseball hat, this is when I was very small, and embroidered a patch on the front of the baseball cap that said, Pokemon Master. You know why? Because I had collected 151 Pokemon in Pokemon Red. I was a Pokemon Master, and I needed to let everyone know. And that's why I was not one of the cool kids at school. But it's okay. I was a Pokemon Master. Tier asks, quitting Wrath of the Lich King. No, probably not quitting, but we've had enough of that for the time being, so we're gonna do different things. I'm not logging back into Wrath of the Lich King looking for more Wrath of the Lich King content right now. Did you print the certificate with the Game Boy printer? I have a Game Boy printer. I don't think there was printer functionality with Pokemon Red, honestly. Oh shit, a Dark Runner? Oh, we should kill the Shadow Weaver first. Also, we should probably put poisons on. Okay, so the goal here is to hit 34 and get 2 more gold. When's the Lich King video coming out? Hold on. Let me show you the real Lich King video, okay? I posted it on my guild Discord already. Okay, there's 2 of them. Skip. Don't even care. Don't even care. I'm honest. This game. This fucking Hate game. This game. I was not happy. But then there was another one. This is the real one. Wait, I should hang on. This makes me afraid. I'm gonna log out here. Now, here's the real Lich King video that's important. Now, something important just happened here. I vanished Fury of the Frostmourne. Let's play that back. Boom. Vanish. Now, look at all these other suckers in the raid, okay? See this little tiny icon there? It's not very important. That's why it's so small on this. Wait, my face is in the way. Put my face back over here. There we go. Okay. This little tiny icon right here, this is important. This is the Fury of Frostmourne debuff that prevents you from resurrecting. I vanished Fury of the Frostmourne. It still killed me. You can see the vanish cast right there. But it prevented the application of the Fury of Frostmourne debuff. So I can resurrect. And if we back it up to here, you can see I have a soul stone. Let's play that again one more time. This is important. This is the cheese you all need to know about, okay? Boom. Vanish 0.2 seconds before cast completes. Looking around. Use soul stone. I'm back up. And we're in. We're DPSing while everyone else is dead.
Insta, bro. Insta.
And what you'll find out is that... Oh, wait, look. Oh, okay, here. The damage meter's reset now. I end up dealing 1.1 million damage to Lich King before he dies. And the next highest damage dealer dealt 110,000 in this phase. If you soulstone 2 rogues and they both vanish Fury of Frostmourne in 10-man normal, you kill him before the RP finishes. What if you soulstone 3 rogues? Then you kill him before the RP finishes in heroic, probably. I didn't do the math, but that's probably right. That's the important thing we learned yesterday, okay? Soulstone rogue, vanish Fury of Frostmourne, get through the RP faster. Man, if we... You know what? I mean, the next step in this journey is to figure out what happens if you kill him before his RP even finishes. Do you get loot? Does anyone care if you don't get normal mode Lich King loot? Probably not. Except YouTube. YouTube probably cares. I've been disconnected? Yeah, whatever. Can any other classes avoid the debuff somehow? I'm not sure. But if you kill him before Fury of Frostmourne, Fury of Frostmourne is like a 2-second cast. And I mean, you'd need to do a lot of damage. That's a really high bar. Okay, did I miss any other questions? Hi, Simonize. I haven't killed Lich King yet. Can I ask you everything about it? Yes. Yes, you can. Our best pull is 37% on Heroic Lich King, and morale is not good. Morale's never good while killing Lich King. That boss is fucking annoying. Okay, luckily we're pretty close to level 34. Getting level 34 is going to be easier probably than getting up to 10 gold. Did you get to Assassination or were you combat? Bro, I was combat. I was combat, I was doing... Okay, I was quintuple cucked on my DPS, okay? Listen to this. I had to play the worst talent specialization, combat. I had to expose armor. So that's a DPS loss. I had to delay my tricks. Actually, this got canceled. I was doing this for a while, but on the kill attempt, I was not actually doing this. But for most of the time, I had to delay my own cast of Tricks of the Trade to wait for the Warlock's T10 4-piece bonus so that they could snapshot their corruption with tricks and their bonus thing. So it's just like delay of Tricks of the Trade, which is individual DPS loss. Okay, there's those 3. Then on Lich King, I had to weapon swap to crippling poison weapons to put slows on the Valkyrs, which is a DPS loss. And there was a 5th thing. And I'm trying to think of what it was. There was definitely 5 different ways in which I was doing utility rolls that were lowering my individual DPS. But I don't remember what the 5th one was. The best part is, this is just the beginning of retail-style fights. Soon everyone will be doing this in every fight. Everyone who's still playing this game. I don't know about you, Jerome, but I'm going to play Season of Discovery and, you know, do all these bosses that, you know, are super easy and fun. And laugh at everyone who gets knocked off the platform on Baron Aquinas, you know? I think min-maxing and, like, sweating and doing, like, all those little niche things is more fun when it's not necessary. But when it's necessary to, like, overcome the boss and actually beat the boss, it's less fun. Like, when you go to Molten Core and you're like, yeah, that's right, I farmed Boggling Roots so I can do +1 physical damage on my weapon attacks so we can kill Lucifron. So I can do more DPS on Lucifron that we were gonna steamroll anyways. That's like, you can do it if you want to, it's very chill. But if it's like, damn, I literally need to farm Boggling Roots because the DPS check on this boss is so tight that we need every single minute advantage possible. Oh, I should not have pulled those like that. Then it's less fun, I think. Okay, we should be good now. And they're all dead. We need to go to a different area. These spellcaster ones are super annoying to pull. We can go slightly to the east, and that'll be good. Yo, Simon, which buff food as 5k gear score rogue in Icecrown Citadel? You're probably still just eating your fish feast for 80 attack power. No Hit Jerome says you just had an epiphany. Boggling Root is insanely bis in Season of Discovery. I mean, yeah, it's an accessible consumable. That's for sure. And +1 physical damage is, you know, when you're doing probably, I would guess between, you know, maybe around 150 to 200 DPS. Yeah, a +1 physical damage effect is significantly more relevant. Are you planning on playing Rogue for Season of Discovery, or are you going to mix it up? I'm definitely going Rogue first. And then I think when that character's done, I'll decide if I want to roll, like, Rogue number 2, or if I just want to start rolling, like, one of every melee class. Noxy Cookie, hello, says, grats on the Lich King kill. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think it would be fun to just play, like, one of every melee class. I fear combat will be terrible in the first phase. I've been thinking about, like, what I want to do in terms of making, like, a spreadsheet or simulator tool for Season of Discovery. And I think I've decided what I want to do with that. I simply cannot play the game without some kind of spreadsheet or simulator tool to help me compare different options. Like, I decided... you know, there's just no way I can do that. So there is going to be a spreadsheet tool, Okay. I will make a spreadsheet tool. Can you make it work for all physical DPS classes? Maybe, actually. I need... What you need to be able to do is make a good estimate at how many times a class will use different abilities. Right? Like, in a 3-minute boss fight, how many Sinister Strikes are you gonna do? How many Envenoms are you gonna do? How many, are you gonna have full slice and dice uptime? And maybe for a warrior, the question is like, how many heroic strikes are you gonna do? How many whirlwinds are you gonna do? I would probably need help with that part of it for other classes, but I bet I could make a framework that could be usable by other people. Anyways, so I don't really have the coding knowledge to make a proper simulator. I think that would be the best option, like the Wrath of the Lich King simulator with the APL rotations is super nice. We can AoE these down. It's fine. I did that on purpose. And if we could adapt that to Season of Discovery, that would be the best option. But that's not something that's within my wheelhouse to accomplish. And then, so the other option is spreadsheets. I'm very good at spreadsheets. So I could take the Wrath of the Lich King spreadsheet and, like, backport it to Classic Era, put weapon skill back in, remove the combat ratings, and just have it be 1% hit, 1% crit, instead of, like, 14 crit rating or whatever. All that. But the Wrath of the Lich King spreadsheet is very complicated. It's a very complex spreadsheet with literally hundreds of thousands of lines of code. It doesn't even run very well in Google Sheets because it has too much. What I think I want to do is just make a simpler spreadsheet. And the main simplification that removes a tremendous amount of calculation is removing the calculation part of the spreadsheet where it recalculates your stats for every 5-second period. That's how the current spreadsheet works. It recalculates your attack power, your crit, your whatever, looks at what buffs are active, your attack speed, distributes abilities based on how much energy you have in each 5-second period. And the whole point of that complication is to capture the value of stacking cooldowns, of like pairing your adrenaline rush with your blood fury. So like increased attack power and increased energy generation. So you'll do more Sinister Strikes in this time period and they'll deal more damage. And you need to fragment out the different sections of the fight like that to really capture that properly. But ultimately, it's not... I don't think it's that big of a deal if you just do one calculation of like your average attack power over the course of the fight, and your average critical strike chance over the course of the whole fight, and then just have one damage calculation for how much damage a Sinister Strike does. I remember when I made my Classic Era spreadsheet, the competing spreadsheet at the time was the Garcia spreadsheet. That was like what everyone used. And the Garcia spreadsheet did not have like a good way to capture the value of stacking cooldowns. And that's when I like first recognized this issue. If you do one single calculation and you have like average attack power for the whole fight, average critical strike chance for the whole fight, average attack speed for the whole fight, you don't capture the value of stacking cooldowns. And that was, I was trying to differentiate my spreadsheet from the like established, known, and used spreadsheet that, everyone had, which was Garcia. So I was like, okay, how do I need to make my spreadsheet different or better so people start using it? And that was one of the things I did. I broke it down so I could, properly represent the value of stacking cooldowns. But ultimately, that was not making that big of a difference in the final DPS output, and it was adding a substantial amount of complication. So, I think, I think it would be fine to go back to a slightly simpler version of the spreadsheet. I don't think you would lose much, and we'd still have a tool that would tell us, roughly which builds are better than others. Like, if it says they're within 10 DPS of each other or 5 DPS of each other, it's probably whatever. But, like, if it tells us they're, 20 DPS apart when you're only doing 150 DPS, well then, yeah, we'd probably say that one's worse. Baxter says, bro, weak aura playing your game for you or what? No, it's just that this game's incredibly easy. Most streamers you watch, like, take the game way too seriously and are bad and don't recognize, like, how easy the game is. So, like, you might watch other hardcore streamers that, like, make it seem like this game is a big deal. But no, actually, this requires about 10% of my brain power, which is why I can just talk about whatever the fuck I want while grinding in hardcore, and it's just completely not an issue. Jerome says, you have crushed Garcia into the ground like you are an old-timey oil baron from There Will Be Blood. No, dude. I mean, Garcia maintained his spreadsheet throughout Classic Era, and I think he stopped in TBC. Did he bring it? No, he did bring it forward in TBC. I remember that. But the existence of Garcia's spreadsheet and my spreadsheet, both of the spreadsheets became better due to the existence of the other one, because they'd be cross-checked against each other, and that would help discover inconsistencies or errors in either one of the, code and, like, calculations in the spreadsheet. So, my spreadsheet wouldn't be what it is without Garcia's spreadsheet, and, I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable to say that, like, Garcia's spreadsheet would be worse if it hadn't been for my spreadsheet. Is this Pokemon music? Yes, it is. Bro, I need to cloak these off. XEXE asks, congrats on the Lich King kill. Question, what poisons do you have on your fan weapons for Valks? That's double crippling poison. Whenever you see me switch into Serenite Dragon and Steel Bladebreaker, they have double crippling poison on them. That's to put a slow on the Valkyrs. You know what I'd really love? If you added a macro that cycled through different configurable options of gear to find the best possible combination. It's a lot easier in Classic as there are no gems yet. I think there's a problem with that. You might think it's super easy, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 gear slots. Even if you just had 2 options in each slot, you'd have 2 to the 17, 131,072 different possible combinations. Even with just 2 options in each slot. Excel macros can't do that. Can't do it. But I think that the gear in Classic is simple enough that if you have a reasonably good, stat weight calculation, you're gonna get really close to the correct answer of the optimal gear configuration just by picking the gear slot, or the gear item in each slot that has the highest, converted stat weight. In in Wrath, you can't really do that because there are way too many different, like, changing stat weights, stat caps, soft caps on this stat, that, like, you change one thing and it changes the value of something else. I think that doesn't happen very often with the classic era gear and talents. The game is just simpler. You have, I think you have much less, far fewer situations where changing one thing changes the value of something else. I don't think I even need evasion here. I blade flurried these guys down so fast last time I pulled them. You just hold evasion as a safety net. They're all dead, and I leveled up. Do you have any other rogue tips for the fight? I remember my original tips and tricks video did not include much about Lich King, because at the time I made that, I simply did not have a lot of experience with Lich King. Damn, dude, we're still 1 gold 75 away. A heavy bronze lockbox? Wait, hang on, I can pick lock that. Let's do it. I mean, let's see. I mean, phase 1, you're pretty much just moving around, avoiding the shadow traps, and maintaining uptime on the target as much as you can. And then occasionally you might need to, like, Tricks of the Trade a shambling horror that's spawned in a bad location onto the shambling horror tank. And then, like, you need to do Necrotic Plague, but, like, every class needs to do Necrotic Plague. That's nothing rogue specific. In the transition, don't kill. Here's a tip. Here's a tip for the transition. This applies to both of the transition phases. When you're fighting the Raging Spirits, don't press Killing Spree when Soul Shriek is available to be used. Wait with your Killing Spree until Soul Shriek is on cooldown. Killing Spree puts you dead center of the mob, which will get you killed by a Soul Shriek. If a Soul Shriek happens while you're Killing Spreeing, it will hit you, and you will probably die. What did Lich King drop? The Caster Mace and the Caster Staff. I used Killing Spree on Marogar and the fire spawned in the air. Hell yeah. Dude, that reminds me, when I was doing Gunship, the fight is so boring. What I like doing is trying to stay mid-air almost the entire fight, except for the little bit of time where I have to go and kill the whatchamacallit, the battle mage on the other ship. So anyways, while I'm waiting for the battle mage, I'm just like spamming the rocket pack to stay mid-air just because whatever, who cares? And I found out that the rocket launchers from the enemy ship, you know, they shoot a rocket at you and it puts that like flashing targeting reticule on the ground where you are standing. That can actually target you mid-air, and the targeting reticule will spawn mid-air if you're just in the air all the time. I thought it was funny. 'Cause that's not gonna hit anyone. Okay, we're still here because, really, we just need more gold, is pretty much it. We need 10 gold before we can respec to subtlety again. Does anyone have 1 gold, 69 silver? I'll pay you back later. If you're on, Defias Pillager, you know? What guild am I in? Not in a guild. Damn. Frontier must have kicked me out. I'm a little behind their leveling curve, you know? Didn't really keep up. You know, they already killed Heroic, or not Heroic, they already killed, Kel'Thuzad. I'm level 34. That's fair that they kicked me out. I've definitely died to a killing spree on the Raging Spirits. I learned that one the hard way, and then I just didn't do it until I would only press Killing Spree when Soul Shriek was on cooldown. You can join OnlyFans, the hottest new streamer soda poppin' guild, though I have no idea how to get into such a place. I have seen YouTube clips of Soda Poppin's quiz for new applicants. Bro, I could 100% that quiz with my eyes closed. You just read the questions to me, I get 100% of them. I'm gonna just not pull those. Whatever, I'm level 34. These guys can't hurt me. Elder's Sash of the Owl. Dude, we gotta sell some of this gear, but selling the gear will take a long time. And I need gold now, okay? Wait, who's this that messaged me? Cowards? Sorry, not looking to join a guild called Cowards. I'll hold out for one like heroes or main character. This guy just asked me if I want to join his guild, but his guild is called Cowards. Alright, we're out of the cave. 8 gold, 39 silver. How many am I getting? 2? That's fine. Oh, I ran out of poison on my main hand. Being a coward may be a good thing. No, actually, this game is easy, okay? I mean, like, there's definitely things you shouldn't do. But Eric Cartman was a visionary. Eric Cartman was way ahead of his time. You remember when Eric Cartman said, "We stay in the forest, killing boars." That's really all you have to do. Eric Cartman solved this game 10 years ago when that South Park episode came out. Actually, it might have been more than 10 years. And that's basically all we're doing. I mean, these are like metaphorical boars. Nightbane, Vilefang. We are in the forest. And we're just killing the mobs. It was like 15 years ago. Bungled says 17 years ago. Guys, we're old. It's true, we're old. And that's just how we're old now. It aired in 2006. Fuck. Alright, let's reapply this poison. Where's my Hearthstone? Iron Forge? I don't want to go to Iron Forge. Should have said yes for 2. Oh my god, here. That's so smart. And then when I leave the guild 2 weeks later, there can be a drama clip that I post to YouTube. Oh my god, that was a misplay. Next time I get a random guild invite, I'll just tell them yes for 2 gold. Okay, we are level 34 now. I guess we could pick up another dual wield specialization. Oh, wait, we have mace spec? Fuck that. Dual wield spec. You know much about level 25 weapon buffs? There's some kind of oil, but I never used it. The highest level sharpening stone you can get is from solid stone, requires level 25 to use, and it gives +6 weapon damage. I'd assume there's an equivalent form of weight stone for, you know, blunt weapons instead of sharp weapons. We could see... if there's a oil, it would be shadow oil or frost oil. This requires level 24. Yeah, when applied to a melee weapon, gives a 15% chance of casting Shadow Bolt 3 at the opponent when it hits. Lasts 30 minutes. This has an internal cooldown of 10 seconds. It's not as good as it seems to begin with. Last time I tested this. It does, however, it does scale with spell power. So that's nice. This comes from Fade Leaf and Grave Moss. Alchemy skill 165. That's not even very high. Okay. Shadow Bolt 3. I think that's just a rank 3 Shadow Bolt. Shadow Bolt. No, that looks like too much damage. I don't know. It's hard to link this. It doesn't link up directly to the spell that it would cast. So it's hard to find the proper spell. But it does scale with spell power, and last I checked that had an internal cooldown, which is kind of annoying. There's also Frost Oil, which does a Frost Bolt. Frost Oil, lower chance to trigger per hit, lower spell power scaling coefficient, but no internal cooldown. It also applies a slowing effect, which might be useful. I may have spent a lot of time trying to make Spell Power Rogue be a thing in Classic Vanilla. That's why I know all this stuff off the top of my head. Oh, shit, another chest? Let's go. Anything good? Not really. NS Toma 07 says, do you get the feeling I beat the game yesterday? I get the feeling like I'm done casting Expose Armor. That's really what I get the feeling of. 5 weeks of playing a support class, cucking my own DPS for group benefit, you know, 18 different ways on every encounter, literally vanishing from the DPS meter with no hope of ever returning, while fulfilling the support role, was really just not enjoyable. That's not true. I actually think the first 11 bosses, like maybe Putricide was a little too difficult, maybe Syndragosa is just a poorly designed fight, but the first 11 bosses didn't bother me that much. I really feel like, even after beating it now, I really feel like the difficulty of Lich King is so high that it makes it less enjoyable. It's not fun. 5 weeks in a row for 4 hours every week, bashing your face into a boss that you just wipe to over and over. It's no surprise that this is, like, here's the thing. You think about it. In a lot of the casual guilds and dad's guilds, the big complaint is people show up for the farm night where we kill all the bosses we've already killed, but then it's very hard to get people to show up for the progression night where we, you know, wipe over and over and learn a new boss. And like that just, to me, says like, yeah, probably a lot of people feel the same way I do. That it's like, wiping over and over on a boss is just like, bro, it's not fun. Like, I get that it's very difficult, and like, it is absolutely an achievement to beat a boss like this. Like, no doubt. But whether it's an achievement, whether it's difficult or not, you know, it's not always the same as it being fun. View Grow, level 31 Druid. Salute. He gave me Thorns and Mark of the Wild. Alright, I know if we put the leather on the auction house, we'll be able to get more gold for it. But we have to wait for it to sell. And it's a delayed gold. I think when we hit 9 gold, I'll go back to town. And I can probably vendor the rest of the stuff I have to get up to 10 gold to get the repair cost. And then we... Oh, I've got to train the next rank of ambush too. Shit. Let me look at my goals sheet. Get level 34. Done. Get 10 gold, respec sub. That's what we're working on now. Some other people showed up over there, so we're just moving. You can remove one and only one mechanic from any heroic fight in ICC. What are you taking out? Okay. So many annoying ones. Yeah, there's a lot of annoying ones, but I feel like making Lich King easier would have the... just like simply removing whatever the most difficult thing about Lich King is would make the fight more enjoyable. You could remove Defile, but you'd still have to make it through Phase 1, which is actually incredibly difficult. I think Phase 1 might actually be the most difficult phase. And Phase 1 has... Shambling... Yeah, what if you just got rid of the Shambling Horrors? I think you want to axe them. If you want to make Lich King easier, the way to do that is to get rid of whatever the most difficult mechanic is in Phase 1 of the fight. Which is probably not Shadow Traps. I think if you just deleted Shambling Horrors, that would go a long way to making the fight easier. If you want to go into Phase 2 or 3, I would probably get rid of Defile. It was really difficult, though. It's honestly just tuning. I think you might be right, Lindorn. Just like the damage and health values of everything is too high. Does the cloak work on vile spirits in Lich King? Tried it once and I just insta-died, so maybe I was unlucky. I have not heard any reports of the cloak working. Gradually moving over to here where the ogres are, that's my plan. Maybe we can get a little bit more wool cloth from them. And that can level up my first aid. I'm 5 points away from being able to learn silk bandages. So if we get just, we wouldn't need too much more wool cloth, and then we can learn silk, and that'd be good. Yeah, Lindorn, I think you're right. If you remove the dodge debuff from Heroic Lich King, like Jerome suggested, that's essentially just like making the tuning significantly easier, or you just like nerf health and damage values. I think that's really the main thing that makes it super challenging. As far as other bosses, if I had to pick one other mechanic to remove, like let's take Lich King off the table. Let's, you know, not worry about the difficulty of Lich King and how that affects my enjoyment of the raid. If I had to remove one mechanic, it's got to be either Sindragosa or Blood Prince Council. And if it's Sindragosa, I'm removing Chilled to the Bone. That just Giga Cucks fast attacking melee classes. And then slow attacking melee classes just completely ignore it, and they're totally fine. It's so annoying. As a rogue enjoyer, I'm removing Chilled to the Bone. Yeah, well, here's the thing, Lindorn. I don't play any casters in ICC, so they can suck it and deal with Unchained Magic. For Blood Prince Council, if you just straight up remove the heroic mechanic, which is the Shadow Prison, the debuff that punishes you from moving, then you're just doing normal mode, and like, I guess that's fine, but we could be a little bit more creative. I think the most frustrating thing to wipe to on that encounter is kinetic bombs. Especially as a melee, when kinetic bombs are you're just like almost always not my responsibility, and we just wipe to them over and over because the person whose responsibility they are doesn't do them. That's pretty frustrating. Yeah, dude, whenever you're trying to handle one of the other mechanics, and all of a sudden someone fails a kinetic bomb, and you just blast it across the room. Oh, you know what? I heard something yesterday. It was suggested to me that kinetic bombs will explode when they hit the floor. We all know that. Or when they hit the ceiling. I don't know if this is true, but it got me thinking. If kinetic bombs hitting the ceiling causes them to explode, the question is, how many rogues have to killing spree the same kinetic bomb to get it all the way up to the ceiling? Because I looked up in that room, the ceiling is really, really high up. Doodle says it isn't true, but like let's just imagine it is for a little bit. Bear with me. So like, you know, when you killing spree, when you press it initially, it like snapshots the targets that are in range and will continue teleporting to them wherever they move to. So if you have a kinetic bomb near the ground and you send like 3, maybe 4 rogues over to it, and they all killing spree at the same time, they're gonna just ladder themselves all the way up to the ceiling. Because each rogue is gonna hit it 5 times and teleport alongside it. And then what's gonna happen is they're gonna be so high up in the sky of the room, the bomb's gonna hit the ceiling, it's gonna explode, if it actually explodes when it hits the ceiling. And then all the rogues are gonna fall all the way back down, and it's probably so high up that they die to fall damage. Then they're gonna resurrect, and literally they have ascended to the heavens at this point, okay? through use of their killing spree, they have ascended, and what happened when they ascended is they actually unlearned expose armor. And now they're the true, most based form of rogue. The embodiment of strong combat man from my Discord, they just never cast expose armor and just top the DPS meters. And they spam eviscerate all day like the rogues on the private server did. These mobs are way too low level. I thought they were going to be higher level. Unfortunate. You're telling me this is what the rogues were doing during the Fangs of the Father Kata questline? I don't actually know anything about that questline. Okay, we should have stayed with the Worgans. $8 gold, 77 silver. We're getting close. I'd assume ambush costs. Let's just go into STV. I might have some quests there. Stranglethorn Vale, hello. Oh yeah, I've got quests. Okay, let's do some STV quests. We'll hit up the vendor at the Nessingwary camp. Oh wait, is there a vendor up here? I think there is. Oh, we also have Krazik's Cookery quest. Bring Krazik's crockpot to Krazik the Goblin. He's in Booty Bay. Yeah, okay. Vendor. Yes, one of these guys is a vendor. Camp Trader. Okay, we don't need that. Emblazoned gloves, though I can definitely sell those on the auction house. Elder Sash of the Owl, that's maybe auction house material. I'm gonna vendor it. Healing potion, get rid of it. Low level healing potion, get rid of it. Recurve bow, cross stitched. Mad Wolf Bracers, those are good. Stamina Intellect, that's good. Main stat plus intellect is usually what you want. I could probably sell those. Screw it. Actually, no, I should definitely put those on the auction house. Melon juice. Okay. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, then we'll venture into Stranglethorn Vale a little bit. We're getting a slightly sidetracked from our goals. But look, we're at 9 gold 48. We're getting close. We'll do a little bit of venturing around in Stranglethorn. Then we'll have enough gold for respec and training ambush. We probably have to train blind also. We might need a little bit more than 10 gold, but we're getting close there. Anyways, just logging out for safety. I'll hit be right back and bathroom break. 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. Dude, why does it disconnect me all the time when I log out? Okay, we're good. Do you think Chicken Spec would be good on Heroic Lich King? Not so much for Parse, but for Prog? You're gonna get Blade Flurry opportunities. Sometimes on the Raging Spirits, sometimes on the Valkyrs. It could be. Yeah, I think that would be good, because, like, killing the Valkyrs faster is, like, a higher priority thing, like, even if it costs you a little bit of DPS on Lich King. I think it wouldn't be, like, that big of a deal going, like, Chicken Spec versus regular Assassination. But if you're Assassination progging Lich King, yeah, I think you could do well with either of those. And if your group's especially having trouble with killing the Valkyrs fast enough, then yeah, I would actually encourage, I'd say, Chicken Spec would be good. Oh shit, a tiger? What was that about? Alright, let's look at the map. Panthers over here, tigers over there. Bad Medicine, Curzon Jungle Fighter. Tiger Mastery. Raptor Mastery. Let's go do the Tigers and the Panthers. That should be good. This is your favorite part of the game as Horde? Why is that? Why is that? You coming in over here and killing all the Alliance coming in from Duskwood, or what? Oh, you stack up some of the quests, you do 2 quests for the same mob. Oh, yeah, that always just, like, scratches that little itch of, like, oh, man, this is so efficient. I lined this up so smart. I'm so good. 2 quests at the same time. Oh, it just feels good. Will you be covering Cataclassic Rogue things? Am curious. Well, I would say I'm not super enthusiastic about Cataclysm, but that's many months away at this point, so, you know, things could change. Actually, we're at this vendor now. I need to get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of that. It's important to keep Lucky Charms in your inventory, obviously. What if I played Cataclysm, but literally stopped answering questions like, what gem should I put in my gear? What talent spec is best? What enchant should I do? I feel like I would enjoy it. I would have the potential to enjoy it a lot more. If I just decided that categorically I'm just not gonna answer these questions live on stream every time they get asked. What talent specs are you using? Show gear. If I just played the game instead. Would you be able to not answer questions? Yeah, I've like floated that idea of not answering this type of question before. And then I never stuck to it because, I don't know, I have too much... I don't know. How should I reforge these 16 items? Yeah. No, thank you. Bloodscalp Scavenger, level 34. Panther, level 33. Okay, we're into the area we want to be now for this quest. That's good. Refresh some poison. What's this? Nature damage? That's probably fine. You could reforge all your gear right now. What stat would you prioritize in Wrath of the Lich King? Well, I'd cap my rogue on armor pen, that's for sure, for combat. And then for assassination, I think I would shift everything to hit and haste. Literally get white hit cap, and then go everything else into haste. Because it would be funny. Actually, screw that. Literally put all the stats, as much stats as possible, into haste. Because it would be funny. Or have you accepted my... Wait, what offer are we talking about? Is that the something about joining your sod guild? I heard about Gather Dudes Guild. The Gather Dudes, I think it's gonna be called. That one looked pretty appealing. Like I said, I'm entertaining multiple offers and have I'm not locked in yet. I need an elite world first raiding guild. True. I should try to join. Should see if Frontier. I've been meaning to ask Bobka or someone I know from Frontier to see if they're planning to do any Season of Discovery stuff. They wouldn't let you in after your series of hardcore deaths. Unfortunate. Yeah, but Ritter, here's the thing. What could happen, by the time we're level 60, it could be the case that all the rogues are using daggers. And then it's RIP Rogue Thunder Fury all over again. How long before you become a lone wolf hunter in Season of Discovery? Dude, Hunter, I think, is probably going to be one of the best classes for fighting high-level mobs, which is going to be very important. With the lower level brackets, people are going to want to access the higher level stuff, and there will be beneficial things you can get from super high-level mobs. And most normal methods of fighting them are not going to be effective just to how the, level brackets work, you know? Or, you know, how level modifiers work of fighting higher level mobs. Hunters, just being able to kite things, I think are going to be one of the best classes for fighting, you know, extremely high level enemies. Please roll Gnome with me so we can access higher level engineering. Yeah, I thought about that. And Blizzard made a couple posts that made it seem like they're really clear on making it so human wasn't just automatically the most competitive pick for every melee DPS due to the weapon skill modifier. And if I don't have to worry about weapon skill modifiers, it's like, okay, what do I want? What else do I want on my rogue? Night Elf Rogue gets an extra percentage of dodge, which is quite good for tanking. But Night Elves are kind of cringe, so like that's a bit of a negative. Like, it's cringe, so we just might not do it for that reason. Then, you know, human, we've made probably like 18 different human male melee DPS characters already. The human racial for reputation gain is like super fucking good. I love that. Then it's just weapon skill, and perception is like a PvP ability, and PvP, like, come on, yikes. So then it's gnome or dwarf for rogue. Gnome being able to remove movement impairing effects is a pretty big deal. The gnome's engineering skill bonus is almost certainly only relevant in the first level bracket. So I wouldn't put a lot of weight on that. Like, once we get up into the 40 level bracket, you can level up to 300 engineering skill. And it's just easier to do that on a gnome. Wait, no, actually, the gnome engineering skill does remain relevant because I think it scales the level of your engineering pets. Yeah, Thor, you thought of it at the same time as me. You get higher level Arcanite Dragonlings and higher level Gnomish Battle Chickens. But yeah, then the last option is Dwarf. Dwarf can track treasure. I believe they have a racial mace skill bonus, which, depending on how things go, that may or may not be relevant. But Stoneform sounds... Oh, 10 Frost Resist is good too when we come to Naxxramas. Stoneform, I would guess, is going to be like pretty good. Removing bleeds and removing poisons. It's not Cloak of Shadows, but it's the closest we're going to get. Sir, you haven't mentioned Horde yet? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I might play Horde. It depends. Basically, which faction I go will be whatever faction the group I'm playing with wants to go. Alright, tigers. Did we kill enough panthers? Let's look at the quest. We only killed 5? Dude, I was in the panther area for so long. How did we not kill enough of them? Yikes, dude. Yikes. Alright, whatever. Here's another panther. We'll get him. What are your thoughts now that you've slept on it? Still hate it. Still hate it. Elder Stranglethorn Tigers. Well, we don't do elder abuse on this channel, so we're not gonna kill those mobs. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Ghastly says, "Grats on Heroic Lich King 25. Thank you very much." We finally got it. 5th week. It was in the range of 130 to 140 wipes. Right? That's right, Thor? I think. Now you go Assassination. Look, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Maybe the guild leadership forgot that they said I could go Assassination after Lich King was dead. I'm just waiting till the roster comes out to see if it says Simonize has to be combat still. And when it does, if it says Simonize combat expose, I might just be playing hardcore that day. I don't know. I think putting like at least 1 week off where like you make 2 splits to optimize, you know, the loot distribution of the first 11 bosses. At least 1 week where we're not really intending to stack one group to kill Lich King. I think that would be okay. Well, like, I do think we should get back to killing heroic Lich King as much as possible. Bro, this is the Panther area, but there's too many other people here. Only at 8 out of 10. What am I at for Tigers? Oh, 10 out of 10. We're literally done with that quest. Okay, so we just need 2 more Panthers. So we'll probably go over here. They'll be like here-ish. And wait, is that one? That's one. And then we go back to Nessingwary Camp, turn those in. Then vendor all the stuff, see what our gold is at, see if we're close to ready. Asking for it, coming in with a tier 1 sub. Thank you for 6 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Simon has the best music. Yeah, what do we got right now? I think this is Wind Waker. No. It's Zelda Campfire Ambiance. It's like Breath of the Wild mix. How's it going? Wait, now, yeah, we're 10 out of 10 on Panthers. Nice, okay. We just beeline back to the Nessingwary camp. I guess I'll kill these trolls, whatever. Kill anything that's in the way. Is that bot movement? Did that look like bot movement to you guys? Hang on, let's follow them. Let's investigate. This guy looks to be auto-following that person. Let's observe. Observe and then pass judgment, okay? Alright, we're watching. They're moving up to the mob. They didn't target it until they were right next to it. They moved to right here, then pivoted and moved like that. Loot. Okay, that looked like fairly human movement. They kind of wiggled a little bit as they were moving away. This thing of not targeting it until they're right next to it seems kind of weird. But, you know, maybe they're just weird. See, they just like pivot into straight line directly to the mob. I'm calling bot. I think it's not like super clear, but if I had to pick one or the other, I would say bot. Do bots ever use paladins? I mean, presumably they use whatever class, you know, any class. You know, some bots are going to be leveling up so that they can farm gold and sell gold. Other bots are going to be leveling up so they can sell the account. And if all they want to do is sell the account, you know, there's going to be demand for any different class. So they'd have to level up every class. If they're just trying to level up to be able to farm gold, then they probably just pick, you know, whatever class is easiest or best at farming gold. Oh, I can vendor Claw of the Shadowmancer now, because I'm level 34. We can use Ziggler. I don't think there's a reason for me to have... Wait, can I vendor that? Yeah, because I think I would just switch the weapons would be the way to do it. We've been making a lot of smoothies lately. Okay, very cool. I'm a big fruit smoothie fan. No Hit Jerome says, I once heard that you drink a lot of smoothie, but I may have been lied to. No, no, no. This is a regular part of my diet. I make a big batch of like 3 or 4 liters of fruit smoothie at once, and then I freeze it in like containers this big. I take one container out and like drink it over 3 days or something. Yeah, the way to do it to reduce the amount of labor is get a giga blender, like a very large volume vendor. And then you like make it like once every 2 or 3 weeks, but you make a huge volume of it. instead of yellow-brown vomit color. Yeah, with the vegetables, like, I've experimented with it. I don't really like the taste of avocado so much, but I know it's like a super good thing to eat. So I just make sure there's not too much avocado in it, because then the avocado flavor overpowers and makes it bad. So you can put a lot of different things in, and then you just put, you know, enough good fruits in and some honey, and makes it much more palatable. Man, the last thing I used a mortar and pestle for was I wanted to eat ice cream, but a lot of ice creams are very high in lactose, and I'm lactose intolerant. And I found that if I ate a solid lactose tablet and then tried to eat ice cream, it wouldn't match up in my digestive system, because the ice cream becomes a liquid and moves through the system way faster, and then like the lactase enzyme supplement that allows me to digest it without being gassy and whatever, having a stomach ache, it wouldn't match up in my digestive tract, so it didn't really work out. So the solution was to powder the lactase enzyme supplement and then sprinkle it on the ice cream before I eat it. And that worked, but that's what I used. That's the last time I used a mortar and pestle regularly. I decided, you know, it's a little bit too much effort, and ice cream's not really doing me any favors, so like, this is just too much effort for something that isn't even good for me. Well, it got really awkward, because like sometimes I'd like go to the ice cream shop, you know, like out to a place that serves ice cream, and I wouldn't have a mortar and pestle with me, so I'd just take this like white little lactase pill and crush it up in a spoon. I'd have like 2 spoons. I'd be like crushing this white powder in a spoon. That had to stop also. It looked too much like I was doing drugs. You could just, oh yeah, no, yeah, Jerome. You could just carry your mortar and pestle in your satchel like a normal person. Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Just be normal, bring your mortar and pestle with you. Duh. Oh, Lash Till, wait, these are the ones I need for the quest. Okay. Oh, they're kind of high level. They're +2 levels on me. Okay. Well, we can still kill them. We just have to be a little careful. They did stun me that one time. Nah, dude, it'll be fine. We'll just do the Raptor quest. No more Super Giga Ambush spec. Well, Ghastly, here's the thing. We strayed from the true path. We spec'd combat, thinking I would need to be combat for doing this, like, Nomergon dungeon or something. And then, like, Nomergon went fine. It was all good. But then after Nomergon, I went back to, like, doing some solo stuff and realized that sub is actually the true path and combat blows. But now, respecking back to sub cost me 10 gold, which I didn't have until a little bit ago. And we need not only 10 gold, but we need a little bit more to be able to train ambush. Well, it's because I respec too many times. I started out as combat, then at level 23, I respec to subtlety, found out it was poggers, And then around like level 32, I respec back to combat to do Nomergon. And now we're here at level 34 and we're poor. It was supposed to go down because you've been... Yeah, that's what I thought too. But I was told apparently it doesn't go lower than 10 gold. Well, I've never done a 10 gold respec. It's only gone up for me. Apparently it can't go lower. They probably don't expect a level 30 rogue to respec 8 times. Yeah. Yeah, and I'd have to say that's probably fair, you know? They did hint at the potential for dual spec in the BlizzCon announcement for Season of Discovery. And, yes. There should be dual spec. Also, I thought it was funny. If you look at the roles that each class can fulfill now between DPS, tank, and healer, every class can fulfill at least 2 different roles, except for Hunter. Hunter is the only class that is left behind only fulfilling damage-dealing roles. There's no obvious, like, Hunter pet tanking situation that was laid out in the initial runes. So, Hunter's the only one. Yeah, maybe we'll get, like, tank pet runes later. Yeah, I mean, it does get a taunt, but I don't know if that's enough. Tank Rogue might be hilarious in PvP. I'm not a PvP expert, so I don't really know how any of that would go. I'm looking forward to just, like, shadow striking some dudes with my Cruel Barb in Ashenvale and, you know, seeing what happens. Does this unstealth me in Era? No, it doesn't. Okay, nice. Poison reapplied. Yeah, the tank warlock setup. I mean, apparently they just get a giga bonus to their armor. And it's kind of like, is there any reason not to do that on a warlock? Like, surely just like all the warlock, you lose too much. Wait, really? Like, the other glyphs are giga damage ones? Tank Warlock gonna keck at all the rogues, melee trying to kill them. No, Jerome says you just run it 100% of the time. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It's like, why would you not take the thing that gives you, what is it, like 600% armor in PvP? It's like, it's gonna be impossible to knock over warlocks with physical damage, because they're just gonna have more armor than a warrior. Wait, did we kill all the raptors we needed to kill? No, we just ran out of spawns and started killing gorillas again. Okay, we should go back to the raptors. Yeah, Ghastly, if it feels bad on a moral level, I agree, I can get behind that, but, like, think about how much money we're gonna get from these hides, and then it's okay. Like, if you think about how much money, then it becomes way more moral. The money will allow us to have more power to change gorilla skinning policies. True. True, true. Should a Lashtail Raptor. Let's go. 7 out of 10. Okay, we need 3 more of these. Then I think we actually go back to town. I think we should have enough coin once we sell off all this crap. We should probably have enough coin. We got gorilla hairs, gorilla fangs, raptor eggs. Yeah, dude, I have a 10 gold respec cost because I respect 3 times already. And I'm trying to respec a 4th time on my level 34. You know, just normal level 34 things. Okay, where's all these raptors that Questy says are in this area? I am looking for hot raptors in my area, ready to mingle, okay? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Wait, oh, that one too. Yeah, okay, we're good. Full Flow says, Grats on Rogue Lich King. Sad I missed the kill. Any rogue loot? Nope. Nope. We got, the caster one-handed mace, the royal scepter, and the caster two-handed staff. Arcus great staff, whatever the fuck it's called. So yeah, cool. We got a mount. It was funny. We slash rolled for the mount, except the officers got to roll out of 105 instead of out of 100 like everyone else, which it's fair. That is fair. I'm not upset about it, but obviously one of the officers rolled 104. And as soon as that happened, everyone was like, oh my god. Nah, dude, we'll kill it more times. We'll get more invincibles. Wait, I killed enough of these already. We can be done here. We can go back. Heavy leathers. It's good. Did I ever get a working auction house add-on for this version of the game? We're gonna have to see. Come play Valheim? I don't even know what that is. But I'm about to ascend. I'm gonna go back to the true subtlety leveling spec, the way it's meant to be. And you know what? I found out something. Okay, here's the thing what I found out. What I already knew was that there's 2 classifications of NPCs in classic World of Warcraft that cover the like vast majority of mobs you find. And like 90% of them are what's called a warrior classification. It affects the mob's health, armor, and a little bit of its AI. And then like the other classification you can find is called mage. And that is usually indicated by the mob having a mana bar. It will have about 3/4 as much health as an equal level warrior type mob, and it will have less armor. and its AI behaves a little bit differently. Like, if you get bopped and become immune to physical, a mage mob will continue attacking you, whereas a warrior mob will go to the second highest on threat and ignore you. Anyways, there's a third classification called Paladin. I'm not sure on the specifics on that, but it's, these, like, don't really have anything to do with those classes. This is just, like, the name of the classification. I'm pretty sure that classification is, like, super rare. Like, you almost never find a mob that's a Paladin classification. So it's basically irrelevant. Anyways, if you're a rogue and you're trying to grind mobs, which is exactly what I am and exactly what I'm trying to do, you would really strongly prefer to be fighting mage-type enemies. 3/4 the health of the other type of mob and less armor means you're just gonna dunk on them and kill them way faster. But I didn't really, you know, I hadn't really thought too much about this, but I didn't really have a good way of, like, figuring out where I could find mage-type enemies to grind on. And I actually just, like, literally last night, I went to Wowhead and looked at their NPC search functions. Turns out you can just search for mobs that have greater than 0 mana pool. Okay. And that's basically your indicator that this is a mage-type enemy. So what I found was some basilisks in Shimmering Flats, the Crystal Hide Gazers, or Glazers, I'm not sure, whatever. You might think of a basilisk as like a high armor target. Nope. The Crystal Hide Glazers, I confirmed, have about 3/4 the health of similar level enemies. They have a mana bar, that's how I found them. And yeah, we're gonna kill them. Those have a stun, I think, the Gazers. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna kill each one in about 3 seconds, so I'm gonna guess that that's not gonna be relevant, but we'll find out. Inside of every mage-type enemy is just a tiny mage casting spells. Yeah. Yeah, that's accurate. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna see how good of a grind this is. I suspect it's a very good grind, because I saw these mobs recommended in a YouTube video also that I remembered. That was just like recommending grinding spots. They said like, oh, these Crystal Hide dudes in Shimmering Flats, they're like a really fast hyper respawn or something. So I'm like, okay. And then I found them again when I was searching for mage type enemies on Wowhead to figure out like where could I go grind. And they came up again and I'm like, all right, let's put 2 and 2 together. This is probably gonna work out well. Simon, are you excited to finally uninstall the game? No, dude. I mean, there's a little bit more enjoyment I can juice out of this game, which is outbidding Ret Paladins on Tiny Abomination in a jar for my 50 DPS upgrade, and then they can't afford to get the item that's a 1000 DPS upgrade for them. That would be pretty funny. Regiface, yeah, I think there is just variation between different, like, turtles have higher armor. There's some other ways that mobs are differentiated from each other outside of this mage/warrior/paladin classification. You are gonna get visited by the ghosts of Christmas past if you do that. The new Christmas Carol movie is just Simon Eyes playing Rogue in GDQPs. I need that, and actually I need Royal Scepter also, just in case something scales with spell power in the future. I'm gonna need that one. Yeah, sorry, Enhancement Shaman. I need that too. I'm gonna roll my 5300 gear score Rep Paladin into this group, and yeah, I do need Glorinzelg and Shadowmourne Prio. I'll take that also. You know, I need the Glorinzelg until I get Shadowmourne, right? Like, obviously. Oh, can I cook these? I might be able to cook those. Raptor egg for curiously tasty omelet. Yeah, okay, we'll cook those. Raptor flesh I'll get rid of. Wicked claw, retractable claw, tiger meat, raptor skin. We're now at 11 gold 95. I think it's time. That's probably enough gold. How do we get... I think we go... From here, we should probably Hearth Ironforge. We gotta get to Booty Bay. If we're going Shimmering Flats, we go Booty Bay. I already have the flight point there. Turn in Krazik's Crockpot. Go to Ratchet. And then from Ratchet, we go south through the Barrens into Shimmering Flats. Get the flight point over there. Then get the flight point in Gadget Sand. We have a bit of an adventure ahead of us. I do believe it starts with this. Instead of walking all the way to Duskwood, then flying to Stormwind. Reggie says, this already happened in a GDKP. I was in week 1. A rogue bid all his gold on Tiny A-Bomb, then quit the game when the raid ended. Dude, was it a normal mode Tiny A-Bomb? Because he might have quit the game when he realized that normal mode Tiny A-Bomb was like only a 10 DPS upgrade over his whatever other trinket he was using. like the normal one is like basically on par with most of the trinkets we already have. So it's a little bit yikes. Oh, we don't, wait, we do need the auction house because we need to list some things for sale. Oh my god, I don't have an auction add-on right now. God damn it. Price per unit, 95 copper. That's almost 1 silver each, dude. We're gonna be fucking rich. 0.94 times 20, 18.8. Cost me 2 silver per on the deposit. That's a lot. Heavy leather. Price per 3 silver 45. Holy fuck. 3.44 times 20. 68 silver, 80 copper per stack. 68.80. Is that what it said? Yeah. 68.80. Dude, the basilisks are skinnable too. And the price of leather is so much higher than it used to be. Holy crap. Let's just sell the rest of this later. I'm gonna mail it to my bank. Screw this. Simonize 2. Yup. We'll deal with that problem later. Anything in here that's good? Oh, my glyphed boots. Yeah, those are good. I'd bought those before I could equip them. Alright, now we've got boots to vendor, emblazoned boots. Make a little bit of coin back. There we go. Now we go to the rogue trainer. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here. And I think the play for weapon swapping is just going to be, like, my Midnight Mace is one hand, Ziggler is one hand. We're going to open with Ziggler on an ambush, and then we're just going to swap the hands of the two different weapons. Right? It's going to go like that. Ambush, and then you go like that for your Hemorrhage and Sinister Strike. Or, sorry, Hemorrhage and... oh, look, my leather is selling. We're fucking rich now. Nice. Okay, 10 gold to respec. And then it's probably about a gold to train ambush. So we won't be able to train blind also. That's just, it's just the way it's gonna be. Why respec? Because ambush is the way. I wish to unlearn my talents. Yes, yes. 10 gold. Okay, fuck those talents. Eviscerate, expose, Garrote, rupture, ambush. 1 gold 40. It's worth it. Sprint rank 2. Unfortunately, we cannot afford this right now. Instant poison rank 3 only comes at level 36. So we're not worried about that. Okay, how many more instant poison rank 2s can I make? Dust of Decay times 3. 20. 20. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Alright, now, talents. Let's look at the talent calculator just to make sure we don't fuck this up, because we can't respec again, okay? It's not possible. 2 in Remorseless, 5 in Opportunity, 5 in this, 3 here. Then we go Ghostly, Initiative, Serrated Blades, Initiative, Hemorrhage, 32. We have 2 more points. Prep. Do we take Dodge next, or do we take... We'll probably take Malice. 22 into Subtlety. If we wanted to gain these points, energy cost of Cheap Shot and Garrote. We're not using those spells. Sap, not relevant. Combo point after dodging seems bad. If we could invest, like, we'd have to invest 10 points to get to what we want. Precision. Precision ups our damage output, because you can still miss with ambush. It's kind of annoying. But we'd have to invest 5 points before we get any damage payoff here. So I think we just invest in the immediate damage payoff with 1 point in Malice. And we're level 34 here. Okay. Alright. Go over to Subtlety. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hemorrhage. Prep. Now we're done with those talents. Assassination. Remorseless. And we have 1 point left. Make sure all the subtlety points are there. Initiative. Fuck those talents. Malice. Okay. Okay, we're good. Oh, do I have to train a higher rank of hemorrhage? Oh, shit. Hang on. Hemorrhage rank 2 comes at level 46. Okay. Not worried about that. Okay, nice. Ryukun, Heroic Lich King kill was yesterday. Yeah, all the leather sold already, but it'll still be an hour before I can get it out of the mailbox. I'm pretty sure, right? Like, it takes a while. As if Blizzard actually does validation on auction house sales to prevent scamming. Like, I remember way back in the day, I thought auction house sales were instant at one point. And then Blizzard said something like, we're gonna add a delay to give the system time to, like, check if this is a, like, fraudulent transaction or something like that. There's no shot, like, that's actually still doing anything, right? Like, yeah, whatever. Alright, we'll fly to Booty Bay with only 28 silver to our name. Oh, we can vendor this too, actually. Well, wait, no, I should hang on to it. I'm pretty sure my weapon swap macros will work, but usually my weapon swap macros are equipping items out of my bag onto my character. It might behave differently if I'm trying to equip them like that. We'll see. Yeah, let's just get on the Griffin. We'll fly all the way to Booty Bay, set up the macros and the keybinds then. What's my stealth bar look like? Ambush. 3. Yeah, okay, whatever. To Booty Bay for 6. God, they're trying to get 6 silver for this flight, bro. We only have 21 silver left. Okay, macro. Attack macro. New. Emo. Show tooltip. Hemorrhage. That how you spell it with 2 R's? Spellbook. Yes. Start attack. Equip slot 16. We don't want Beasel's Basher. We want Midnight Mace. Cast Repost. We don't have that spell anymore. Cast Sinister Strike. That spell's bad. Hemorrhage. Rank 1. Okay, I guess. I guess it's gonna specify the rank. You know what? Screw that. We don't utility roles that we were fulfilling that were annoying. Yeah, whatever. We did one other really fun thing yesterday that I didn't talk about yet today. We kited the Twilight Corruptor all the way to Stormwind. Let me see if I can get the... I'm gonna try to pull up the VOD here. This was hella fun. Alright, we were trying for a long time. It took a lot of attempts. We started with only 3 people. Twilight Corruptor is like a raid boss mob, part of the Ancrage Scepter quest chain. And he kept resetting, it kept being super annoying. But what we found out is just having more people made it significantly more consistent. Eventually we got him into Alwyn Forest like this. You can see he's significantly bigger. This mob, whenever it kills something, it gets a stacking buff that increases its damage output and size. And he actually has an AoE shadow damage attack that can 360 no-scope people on their griffins that are flying through Elwyn Forest. We didn't get lucky this time. I don't think we sniped anyone out of the air while going through Elwyn, but I kited this mob one other time, this exact route, and we had killed people that time who were midair on a griffin and got fucking destroyed by this thing. The main problem with this mob is it can't heal itself. So once and it only has like 800,000 health. So eventually it just dies. And the mistake we made in this kiting session is, one, we dealt too much damage to it early on. We need to strictly use classes that can get on the threat table without dealing damage. So that's your Warlocks spamming Curse of Elements or Curse of Weakness or whatever. Your Druids spamming Fairy Fire. Things that do almost no damage but get you on the threat table. Literally 0 damage and get you on the threat table. Rogue spamming Throw is not very good. Some of my throws crit for 2,000 damage, which is a lot. So that's one improvement we need to make. The other improvement we need to make is we either need to... Basically, we need to have a bunch of level 1 alts parked in Goldshire, right? Where we can just log them in, get them layered to the layer where the Corruptor is, and get them killed in Goldshire. Because what we need to do is we need to feed the Twilight Corruptor significantly more kills before we get him into Stormwind. Because he absolutely has to be... Because he can't heal himself, and he's just going to die when some level 80s actually try to kill him. Because he can't heal himself, he needs to be one-tapping everything he attacks to cause maximum chaos and maximum damage. So he needs to be significantly bigger and more powerful before we take him to Stormwind. We chilled in Goldshire for a little bit, but I got kind of bored. We get him to the gates of Stormwind. This is how you celebrate Heroic Lich King? No, we actually did this before killing Heroic Lich King yesterday. Oh, I'm in Booty Bay. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so that was hilarious. Skip ahead a little bit. We got him through the gates. See, he's down to like 70% or something already. He blasts people around. He ends up blasting me into the water here, which is lame. And get back to him. He's over here. He's a little bit large. You see? Yeah. Yeah, I like this mob. Okay, we have more important things to do. We should try to join that streamer guild called OnlyFangs. And then, yeah, I think that would be good. That's on this server, luckily. Oh, I need to talk to Krazik first. I think it has a gold entry. Oh, what a gold cost to join OnlyFangs? Oh my god, bro. Dude, I'm too fucking poor. I have 21 silver. I spent it on respecking a bunch of times. In vanilla, I used to kite green dragons to Orgrimmar and let it kill all the bank alts. Dude, I remember kiting Turamis the Devourer to Stormwind on my hunter in old vanilla, and I would just think it was like the best thing to do because I would have the tag on the mob, and then like all the people in Stormwind would kill it for me, and then I'd get 2 flawless Draenithus spheres. But Green Dragon could cause a lot of problems. Those monsters have a lot of really nasty abilities. Like they have the stacking breath that increases the cooldown of your abilities. And they have the mushrooms that spawn and kill everyone. Oh man, some of them are definitely more toxic than others. Because each one has like some shared abilities and some different abilities. Alright, Crix got into OnlyFangs. Let's just go kill our, let's go kill our Basilisk. We'll think about whether or not we should join OnlyFangs later. On my old server, there was a level 1 gnome called Nagasaki who would grief our mushroom dragon attempts. He would run in and die and turn into a mushroom, which that's right. The mushrooms would spawn when a player died, and then they did like AoE damage around them. Oh, that would be so insane in a city. Oh my god. If you put that into a city, everyone would be mushrooms. Perma. They'd just be dying constantly. That sounds great. When I tabbed over to Twitch to pull up the VOD, I saw that Crix said he was in OnlyFangs. That's how I found out. I'm just confirming. It's level 37 rogue. The Bricked Up Brothers are still on the server. Resurrectile dysfunction. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. I think what we have to do is we have to find someone, you just run into someone naturally who's in the guild and then ask them in person. That's the way to do it. This macro shouldn't be here. But this one should. Okay. Good. Stealth bar is set up. Regular bar is set up. This game's easy. Don't worry about it. We're making progress on our plan. Get level 1, done. Get 10G, done. Respec sub, done. Go to Shimmering Flats, grind to 40. Check Discord DM. Okay, hang on. Wait, these are like the... Oh, these aren't the boss mobs. These are the trash mobs nearby, but they still have nasty abilities. Like AoE roots. Yeah, that'll get some people for sure. Thanks for great rogue content on WoW. Had quick question. Do you use a tricks macro? If so, is it posted somewhere? Yeah, I have all kinds of tricks macros. There's a lot of ways to do it. I usually just at the start of the raid, I go into the macro and manually enter the name of the different people I want to be tricks of the trading, and then I have a different button for each person. And then I have one that's a focus tricks macro. That I can just change my focus, you know, if I need to tricks a particular person in a particular situation. But I'll usually have like one for the tank that I'm usually going to be tricksing, one for the damage dealer I'm usually going to be tricksing, and then one focus target for whatever situation arises. And you can see some of those on the Discord macro section. Okay, I think we're good we're just gonna venture into the Barrens, go south. I think we want to get Gadgets and Flight Point. Because I think the Basilisks are like right here. I wonder if there's a mailbox in the middle of Shimmering Flats. That would be important. Pulling and griefing people's rend buff. Oh my god, dude. Man, back in 2004, 2005, when like vanilla was out originally, like I was not on the level of like giving a shit about world buffs or really knowing anything about them. I think the guild I played in, they did a little bit of Naxxramas clears. Sorry, they didn't clear the instance, but they did some boss kills. I think they like went and got buffs like occasionally. But it was definitely not the norm. Couldn't meet the DPS check on Patchwork. That's unfortunate. Yeah, 6-minute enrage. Dude, it's just like when you look at old Wrath of the Lich King videos. You've got people topping the charts in Wrath, in like ICC gear at like 9,000 DPS. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? like it was way worse in vanilla, but like even old Wrath, people were just not as good as they are now. There's like a big difference in the performance players are able to achieve these days compared to when it was originally out. I think the funniest thing I've seen on YouTube is like video clips bragging about like how much DPS you're doing while having a 30% damage buff in Ice Crown Citadel, or the ones that are like 40,000 DPS opener. It's like, yeah, bro, you pressed all your cooldowns at once and you got to 40k, and then you dropped off a fucking cliff and ended the fight at 14k. Congratulations. Like, why are you telling me about this 40k opener? Like, that matter. Oh my god. It actually tilts me whenever I see a thumbnail bragging about their burst opener DPS. It's like, of course you did a shitload of DPS when your fucking cooldowns were active. Oh, we have preparation now, too. We should put that on the bar. Reset cooldowns. This ability immediately finishes the cooldown on your other rogue abilities. True. Unfortunately, you cannot get Adrenaline Rush and Prep at the same time. You can get Blade Flurry, though, right? If you go 20... 21 plus 21, yeah, is 42 points. Yeah, you could get Blade Flurry in prep. Which is not adrenaline in prep. What's this over here? Doan Parhan. And Takar the Seer. Okay, whatever. Don't care. You guys think that the Ratchet flight point connects directly to Gadget Zan? Like, should I go out of my way to get the Feralus flight point here? Or does Ratchet connect to or wait, no. Theramore for sure connects to Gadget Zan. So I think we can skip going and getting this one. In original TBC, there was a PvP build, Season 2, early Season 3, called, yeah, Hemo A Adrenaline Rush Prep Harp. And it had the Mace Stun, usually, right? Yeah, I remember that got nerfed. And then Preparation, instead of just saying resets your other abilities, it, like, explicitly listed resets the cooldown of Vanish, Evasion, Sprint, and, like, some other kick or something. I don't know. But it would explicitly list which abilities it affected instead of just being all of them. Alright, when we get to the Great Lift, we're gonna have to be slightly careful. Because we have to, not die on the elevator. And really, the way you do that is you get right up to where you go onto the elevator, and then you wait. Even if the elevator's already there when you got there, you just wait. You wait until, like, it comes up to your position and stops and you're already there, then you move on to the elevator. You don't, like, run and try to catch it before it starts going down. That's a recipe for disaster. I mean, look at this. We have a slash played time of 1 day. Uh, 22 hours. Wait, that's not even very much playtime. Undercity Elevator was a missed opportunity for a hardcore realm name. I think it's... is it too long? Undercity No, that's not too long. Yeah, that would be a good realm name. That guy's got a hut on the side of the hill, dude. What the hell? Civilian? Alright, we're gonna avoid that horde NPC. We don't want to be PvP flagged. We're getting there. This is part of Classic, you guys. Sometimes you just press auto run and wait for 10 minutes. And that's just part of the game experience. Traversing this beautiful orange landscape. But dude, I swear to God, this ambush build, it's gonna be so good. We got rank 2 or rank 3 ambush, 250% weapon damage plus 125. And we have 20% enhanced damage. And we ignore 170 armor. And we have 85% increased crit chance on ambush. And 1% increased crit chance. What's my baseline crit chance? Let's see. 11. So we're at like 96% crit. We're probably actually crit capped on ambush because it's missing 5% of the time against an equal level enemy already. All right, hang on, Thor. I'll check the screenshots later. Right now, we're coming up to a very difficult part where I need to pay attention. The Great Lift. Okay, we're not auto running. Okay, we can get on it. We can get on it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, hands off the keyboard. We're not jumping on the elevator or anything like that. Okay, we're chilling. We did it. Whew. Okay, phew. Okay, nice. Next stop, Gadgetzan. Get the flight point, and then we double back into Shimmering Flats. This thing can give me experience, though, so I'm gonna kill it. 627. Ah, yes, and the satisfying squish sound of casting Hemorrhage. But I don't need to go to Feralis. I don't think I need to get this. And that's going to add at least 5 minutes. Oh, that thing's a great mob. Okay, 27's the lowest level I can get XP from. I'm pretty sure I don't need to get that flight point. Wait. There's like no other flight point remotely near that. We should just get it for future's sake. Yeah, I mean, I don't need it to go back and forth to where I'm going right now. But like, I'm gonna have to go to Feralis later, and as soon as I care about being in Feralis, I'm gonna be very happy that I got that flight point now, rather than taking an extra 15 minutes to get it later. Yeah, it's not about needing the flight path now. It's about the, like, in the future, we will want to have that. You hyped for Season of Discovery? I think it'll be very interesting. Yeah, I'm excited for Season of Discovery. How's it going, Grills? $626. Literally easy. Rogue tanks are going to scale insanely well, you think? Maybe. I think speculating about anything that happens at higher level brackets is kind of pointless. Because, like, the runes shake up the game, like, so much. And you don't know what the level 40 runes are. You don't know what the level 50 runes are. You don't know what the level 60 runes are. So, like, contain yourself. I don't think, like, worrying about what's going to happen or speculating about what's going to happen at higher level bands. There's, like, we don't have enough information to know that kind of stuff. Oh, this is a horde camp, isn't it? Yeah, kind of. Oh, that guy's hostile? Those guys are PvP. Okay, yeah, we're gonna avoid that. Oh, shit, dude, I didn't even check the fit on this Ziggler. Look at that. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, we got, what is it? Is it still... Yeah, getting towards the end of the Breath of the Wild mix. The Breath of the Wild mix on my playlist is like 2 hours long. Okay, I got another random unsolicited whisper of a guild invite. At least this one wasn't called Cowards, but, declined. It's gonna take more than an unsolicited whisper to get me to join your guild. Oh, my layer hopper add-on keeps getting mad at me. Mob that breaks layer hopper. Add-ons. We'll just reload. Problem solved. Rock Alim the Pounder. Wait, this is an elite. How about we don't kill it? Very easy. If you're not sure if a mob is going to kill you or not, instead of finding out, you just leave it be and keep moving. I think it's a horde quest mob. It's not a rare spawn. It would have a silver border if it was a rare spawn. Bro, this motherfucker has a epic mount? Holy shit. Don't know any flight locations connected to this one. Awkward. Tribal leatherworking trainer. Is there a vendor here? Hello? That guy's not a vendor. That's the flight master. Any other NPCs whatsoever? Christy Grant. Tribal leatherworking trainer. I thought there was a vendor here. Whatever. I don't really need to vendor stuff. Don't you have to sell Firstborn for an epic mount in hardcore? Wow. It's 1,000, well, probably like 900 gold with a faction discount. Which is a lot. Oh, shit, stealth. I don't think the Season of Mastery nerfs are in. I could always pickpocket BRD. Yeah, but not right now. We can't do that right now. We're not high enough level for that. I don't think we can even zone into BRD, much less pickpocket it without dying. Yeah, I bet at higher levels we can make money easier, and we're like with the current price of leather, which is significantly higher than it was last time I was playing hardcore. We're gonna make a shitload of gold farming these basilisks and skinning every single one of them. What's this? Steel Snap? That's another quest mob. He's kind of patrolling around with the other snarlers or whatever. Okay, we got one flight point. Next stop, Gadget Zan. For real this time. Just killing things along the way. It's okay. Who's your favorite named mob that is in the world? Karimus the Devourer, I think. Simon, I traded 1 million retail gold for 25k wrath gold. Is that decent? I have no idea what the going, like, conversion rate is, but retail gold is definitely worth less than wrath gold. So, I mean, that makes sense that you're getting less wrath gold. But I really have no idea what the conversion ratio should be. Tiramisu the Devoured. The dragon out in the world. Maybe there's something else. I'm trying to think. I mean, like, Tiramisu the Devourer is kind of, like, iconic. Because I remember kiting him a whole lot. So, there's that one. One I also really liked was the Twilight Prophet. Which isn't really a named mob, kind of, but it's like a special mob that spawns in Silithus. And it's special because it spawns alongside, like, it's an elite caster mob, and it spawns alongside a couple of non-elite melee mobs, like 4 or 5. So and then it moves as a pack. So it's like kind of dangerous to engage. And it's important, it's a desirable mob to kill because it drops like 9 to 10 encrypted Twilight texts all the time, which are something that drop like rarely off of all the, well, whatever, like 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 maybe, off of all the other mobs in the area. So like, they're a desirable thing, and like, killing the Twilight Prophet is like hitting the jackpot. You get a whole bunch of them. So people would contest this mob. They'd like track the spawn time of it to be able to, be on the spawn location when it spawns and kill it right away, to get those bonus encrypted Twilight text. And it was funny because like the mob had a fear, it had a chain lightning, and it had those 5 guys that came with it that were kind of dangerous. Serpent 25 and 26. Aji says, "Sup, Simon? Hope you're doing well." I'm doing well. Today's a good day. We're just doing some hardcore stuff. Right now, I mean, we're traveling, which is part of hardcore. Also, the sunshine is very bright coming from over there. That's why my bookcase is extremely well lit, and my face looks kind of dark. I do have my, like, normal lights on. It's like, I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much that my face is dark, because, like, man, the sunshine outside coming into the room, it's nice. It's just not good for the camera. Thor says, "I need help. I need 3 areas of improvement for my yearly review, and I suck at picking these out. Business or behavioral." Well, you need to, do better DPS. That's one area you can improve. But by, like, I don't really know how to improve that, but just, like, that's your job, so you gotta do it the best of your ability. And then you've gotta get more loot. Which I'm not sure if that's really in your control, but, like, loot helps you with the more loot helps you with your primary function of doing more jobs, or doing more DPS. And then thirdly, let's see, you're doing a very good job as a Simonized Show channel moderator, so that really doesn't need improvement. Keep doing what you're doing there. I don't know if there is a third flaw. Get more loot, do more DPS. That's how it works. He's just parrying all of my stuff. We don't even have poisons on right now. We're not really trying to fight stuff right now. Okay, look at this. We'll ambush this one. 600 damage. Yep. Pretty easy to kill. All I have is look for more ways to continue career growth. And that's a shit answer. I mean, yeah, it's a shit answer, but I feel like without context of, like, what your job is, which I don't know if you want to share or not, it'd be really hard for me to actually give, IRL job review advice, right? Like, surely there's, like, some facet of what you're doing. Like, you have a job and you have, like, a general function you fulfill at a company. There's got to be, like, small facets of, like, how that job performs. You can narrow in on, like, not the overarching goal, but one of the, like, smaller areas that's, like, a step that serves the goal. Say your IT sales ops. So, like, are you a salesperson? Do you, like, interface with customers to, like, try to sell them shit? Because, like, you could be, like, try to be more relatable with the customers. Wait. Saltstone out. This is the wrong type of basilisk. Okay. I think it looks the same as the crystal hide gazers, but, that's not the right one. Work with customers for quoting / order processing while also working with vendors and getting deals / pricing. Yeah, okay, so you talk to customers. Sounds like a business to business type of thing, perhaps. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have, like, I worked at a data entry center and and like a couple different bike shops as a bike mechanic, and I worked at a board game shop that sold magic cards, so I don't know. I mean, if you're doing business to business, I guess it would serve you well to know a lot about the businesses you're interfacing with. And, like, if you could anticipate their needs, you could, through understanding, you know, their products and what they're doing, you could make suggestions for, you could probably make better suggestions for products you have to sell to them. What's the best magic card you've seen in person? I've shipped all 9 Power 9 to one person and handled and packaged that order, so I don't think that really gets beaten. I've also shipped some of the, like, Christmas special cards that are, like, even rarer than, like, holiday special cards that get given out to, like, game developers only. I've handled and shipped those. How much was that? I don't know, but this was a long time ago, so significantly less than it would cost today. Why didn't I grab any of those quests? Dude, we're going to Gadgetzan. I was just looking for a mailbox. Wait a second. Saltstone Crystal... Okay, that's the one with the mana bar. Saltstone Gazer does not have a mana bar. Alright, let's go Gadgetzan, then we'll come back. This is the Basilisk area. Crystal Hide has the mana bar. Gazer is not showing a mana bar in-game, but maybe they actually do have a mana bar. Hang on. Crystal Hide. Gazer. That's not how it's spelled. Saltstone Gazer. Saltstone Crystal. Okay, that's what it is. Stone Gazer. Yeah, these have too much health. Look at this. 34 to 35. Saltstone Gazer, 1300. Now look at this. Saltstone Crystal Hide. 32 to 33. But they only have 9,700 health. Or, sorry, 970. And they have a mana bar. And the other one does not have mana. Okay. Yeah, we should probably have grabbed those quests, but we're going Gadgetzan now. Do you play Magic at all? I used to play Magic a lot more. I still have a bunch of cards and decks and stuff, but I haven't really played in a while. Have you tried Commander? It's actually pretty fun. Yeah. My favorite Commander deck is Ziralan of the Claw. It's a mono red, because the Commander's only red, so you can only play red cards. It's a 5 mana 3/3 lizard. Maybe it's a 3/4. I don't remember. Wow, my face is really dark now. Anyways, it has an ability. You pay 3 mana and you tap it, and you can search your deck for any dragon, put it into play, it gains haste, and you sacrifice it at the end of the turn, or exile it at the end of the turn. Great. So you play that, and then there's a bunch of different enormous dragons you can just whip out of your deck to do all kinds of stuff, from just like straight up dealing a shitload of damage to your opponent, or killing their creatures, or not only destroying their artifacts, but you can just steal their artifacts. So like they play out some like soul rings and other like mana rocks and stuff. It's fine. You don't even destroy them. You just take the Hellkite. Fuck, I forget what it's called. It's Hellkite something or other that actually just gains control of the enemy's artifacts. Boar, we'll vendor that. Shadow Resist, vendor that. Rock Chip, no thank you. Don't need that anymore either. Okay. Lorena says, congrats on heroic Lich King. Well, thank you very much.
What can I do for you?
We can fly to Feralus. Okay, we need to get the Theramore flight point to connect these. There's another Dragon-type commander deck that has buff stacking effects. I don't know what... I mean, there's a bunch of legendary dragons in the game that you could do. What dropped from Heroic Lich King? Royal Scepter, that's the one-handed caster mace, and Arcus Greatstaff something or other, which is the two-handed caster staff. Peer review says, "Grats on Heroic Lich King 25. Huge for real. Thank you very much." Bunch of junk. I know, dude. It's just a bunch of caster junk.